Hey, Shalom, Akim Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakudash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that's still teaching this truth. And much peace, love, and salutation to the elect, beginning with 144,000 all the way down to the large multitude that believes, and who the Lord and who the Lord will deliver in these last days. To you all, I say Shalom. I'm the brother Tazamah from the Great Millstone Dallas camp, coming back today with another lesson, and I pray this lesson is edifying to the elect. And I want to do a real quick response video to the video that you see here on the screen. This is from the elder brother Mike Gala out there in LA. Shalom Maki Halbashim Shabrakatah. His page is GMS Inspiration of the Almighty. All right, subscribe and be edified. And he had did a video entitled Sakari approaches GMS camp in LA. Stay away from us. You know, and there's been some videos that's been done in regarding to this topic. You know, you had the apostles. I know specifically, Apostle Elder Gabar had did a lesson on it. I'm not too sure if Apostle Ramlab did or not. I got to go back and look. I know, you know, the immediate elder of our camp out here in Dallas, Elder Yashawamba, did a video going in on it. And there's been other elders, you know, bishops and elders and brothers that's been talking about this. And I just wanted to add my 2 cents in. Like I said, I don't want the lesson to be too long. But you do have a lot of Israelites who are acting very, very funny here in these last days that we're in. You know, linking up with the enemy, you know, and trying to get validation from the enemy and things of that nature. You know, just moving very, very suspect. You know, and Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, you know, he sees all these various different groups and you know, individuals in general. You know, because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you know, we all got to stand before the judgment seat of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It's not going to be about, you know, it's not going to be about, you know, all because you're in Great Millstone, you're going to be delivered, or you know, that's not what the Lord is going to do. Okay, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to judge according to the things that we've done in our body, whether it's been good or whether it's been evil. Now, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has set up men and leaders, all right, over the flock. The scripture says in Isaiah Jeremiah the 3rd chapter, he said that I will give you pastors according to mine heart that shall feed you with wisdom and knowledge and understanding. Okay, so these pastors who Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai set up, which we believe through the Spirit is the apostles, beginning with the apostles here at Great Millstone, we believe through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai that they were given, I'd rather say, the 100% truth to feed the flock. Okay, now you've had individuals like Alazar, Deacon Hakah, you know, and other individuals who have came up underneath the tutelage of the apostles, bishops, and elders, and completely just shit on the men that taught them. And I hate to say it that way, but it's just the truth. You know, making all kinds of slanderous remarks online, you know, online, calling us rapists, calling us pedophiles, you know, saying all these various, you know, and just being completely disrespectful. And now, as you see here on the screen, you know, when they came up to the GMS brothers in the brothers in LA, okay, they came up deep as hell. You know, I don't know if it was a show of trying to show a show of force or whatever. I don't know. You know, but they came up deep as hell. You know, and stood there, and you know, we communicate with the brothers out there, so they, you know, they was out there for a minute. It wasn't like they just showed up for 10 minutes and then they left. No, they was there for a minute. You see, but the brothers, you know, the brothers was preaching, and they kept the main thing because, you know, if an individual like Alazar pops up, it's not like we supposed to be starstruck. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that's the mind. That is, I ain't gonna even say I don't know. You know what I mean? Because that's the mantra of what he wants. You know, he wants reputation. You know, he wants clout. He wants to be looked at as this. You know, he wants to be looked at as this grandiose leader, you know, that surpassed his elders, and that, whatever the case is, man. And the scriptures say in Philippians, and I'm just quoting because I'm driving, You know, but the scriptures say in Philippians that what? That Yahweh Shai, he was a man, you know, he didn't seek after a reputation. You see, as a matter of fact, let me pull that real quick. Let me actually pull that. Okay? Because a lot of Israelites, you know, they try to do things for vainglory, you know, for vainglory, for filthy lucre. This is a prime example right here. You know, buy your T-shirt now. You know, brotherhoods over breakdown. You know, he's selling the 12 tribes chart on his website, selling it. The scripture says, "Freely ye have received, so freely give." It is also written, "Buy the truth and sell it not." You know, and these precepts that I'm saying, you know, for the brothers that are listening to the video, if you can, Baba Kashaf, if you timestamp it, you know, like I said, I'm driving, but if you timestamp it, you know, if you could just place it in the comment board for edification purposes, that'll be your pa. All right. But this is Philippians 2. We'll start at verse 5. It says, "Let this mind be in you, which was also in Hamashiach Yahushai, who being in the form of God, or being in the form of a God, thought it not robbery to be equal with the Most High." Right? It says, "But made himself of no reputation." And that's the key. He made himself of no reputation. You see, when Yahweh Shai came on the scene, he came lowly, riding upon an ass, man, a donkey. He didn't say that he needed the flashiest stallion. You know, he needs the flashiest robe. You know, he needs the flashiest garment. He needs to have a crown on his head. No, that's not what Yahweh Shai came on the scene to do. But you have Israelites that are in this mindset. Okay, it says, "But made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant." You see, took upon him the form of a servant, which that's one of the main things that Jake doesn't want to take. Into consideration, man. Being humble, especially for the men, you know, to the men, I'd rather say, that taught you. Because once again, you know, you've had this guy along with others that have bore false witness against, beginning with the apostles, bishops, elders, and brothers on down, man. I'm talking about all kinds of slanderous accusations, but you walking up to the camp and, you know, it's this about brotherhood, because we not rocking with the Sakari, man. We don't rock with the Sakari. We don't rock with Genesis. We don't rock with IUIC. We don't rock with ISUPK. We don't rock with GOCC. We don't rock with none of these other camps. Why? Why do we not rock with y'all? It's because y'all breakdowns is all jacked up, man. You can't be a brother. You can't be a brother if the breakdown is not correct. So all this brotherhood over breakdowns bullshit is really just a show of trying to link us in with y'all, man. Because here it is, you know, this is the same group that teaches you that you can have sex on the Sabbath. You know, this is the same group that teaches you that it's okay to teach with your head covered, which the scriptures clearly tell you not to do that. You know, scriptures clearly tell you not to teach with your head covered, but this is the group that tells you that the Apostle Paul, you know, that they don't believe and subscribe to the doctrine of the Apostle Paul, but his brotherhood over breakdown. Man, to hell with that shit, man. Fuck all that, man. It ain't the brotherhood over breakdown, man, because you ain't our brother if you don't got the correct breakdown. Point blank, period, man. You see, what did Yahweh Shai say? He said, "Who is my mother? Who is my brother? Who is my sister? Those that do the will of my Father," man. And in the main point of the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is what? Teaching the correct doctrine. You see? Teaching the correct doctrine that has been given. Okay? Coming from the same group that's talking about Songs of Solomon, that's talking about a woman swallowing semen. You know? Same group trying to tell you that you don't gotta worship Yahweh Shai. All this madness, man. But you're trying to link this whole brotherhood over breakdown bullshit on us, man. Trying to walk up to the camp. Like we all on one accord, man. Hell no, man. Like I said, I'm gonna say it candidly. Fuck all that, man. Okay? Because you guys have clearly shown time and time again that you guys don't take heed to order or doctrine, man. A bunch of disobedient badass children, badass kids, man. And they showed time and time again these things. Time and time again. You know? So we're not linking up with y'all, you know, you ain't finna, and if these guys pull up to the camp, man, it'll just be best just to wrap it up and just leave. You know? It'll be best just to wrap it up and leave. I'm just speaking as a man, of course. You know, of course the apostles, you know, Salakia. I'll even say, yeah, the apostles are gonna they will give the order. I'm just speaking as a man. You know what I mean? You know? But then you got these camps that's moving all weird and funny in these last days, man. We're not affiliated with the Sakari. We're not affiliated with all these other Israelite camps, man. Okay? You have Great Millstone, all right, and those and the affiliates that follow GMS that may not have GMS in their title as their name, but they follow the doctrine that's been taught, man. Okay? Not no brotherhood over breakdown bullshit. Not this madness. And then you got a T-shirt trying to promote. This is confusion, man. Does not Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua say that the Lord is not the author? It's written, the Lord is not the author of confusion. You see, this is nothing more than confusion, and you're openly promoting it, openly pushing it. Where in the scriptures does it say that you'll rather? Where in the scriptures does it say to be that you consider the brother, but the breakdown of the doctrine doesn't have to be correct? Where does it say that at? I could tell you this. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I think it's the 2 Thessalonians, the 3rd chapter. Let me see. Yeah, this is 2 Thessalonians. Let's read this in the NLT, verse 14. 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 14. It says, take note of those who refuse to obey what we say in this letter. Let me read that again. This is the Apostle Paul saying this, right? Mind you, I'm saying that on purpose. This is the Apostle Paul that's saying this, okay? He said, take note of those who refuse to obey what we say in this letter. You see, because the apostles are very, very particular and very, very upfront about the doctrine. If you don't obey the doctrine that's been taught, then you don't gotta. Then good riddance, man. You see, you got a lot of these other Israelites, or so-called quote unquote. I'm doing the air quotes right now. A lot of these Israelites. You know, why can't you guys all just get together? How come we just can't just get together? It's about the breakdown. It's about breaking down what the mark of the beast is, or who got the truth in the name of the Lord. You know, Elder Menat Zakba did a lesson on some Israelite chick that has no fucking need even speaking anyways, all on TikTok, trying to rebuke the camps. Like, what's going on here? What's happening here in 2024? A woman has no need even speaking, and has no business even speaking, man. But she over here trying to rebuke camps. Y'all over here arguing about the name, arguing about the doctrine, but we can't even get it together. What's going on here? All this mess. Come on, Bruce. So it says, take note of those who refuse to obey what we say in this letter. Stay away from them so they will be ashamed. And what's ultimately going to cause them to be ashamed? What's going to cause them to be ashamed is whenever all hell breaks loose, all shit hits the fan, and they're not going to have the oil, man, as the scripture says, man. Read the parable about the virgins. Read the parable about the 10 virgins, where 5 were wise and 5 were foolish, man. The 5 wise virgins had oil in their lamps, which represents the breaks. It represents the breakdowns. It represents those who have the 100% truth that have been given unto them. And the 5 foolish virgins were those who didn't have the breakdowns. Those that tried to do their own thing or go their own way. And what happened when the bridegroom came, which is Yahushua, they didn't have no oil in their lamps, man, and they didn't get led into the wedding. So it says, stay away from them so that they will be ashamed, right? Don't think of them as enemies, which we don't think of them as our enemies. I ain't sitting there coming on the video, man. I hate you, nigga. I hate you fucking Sakari niggas. I hate every single last one of y'all. I ain't saying that. It says, don't think of them as enemies, right? But warn them as you would a brother or sister. And we have constantly been doing that. Beginning with the apostles, bishops, and elders on down, we have constantly been warning. We have constantly been admonishing. When the whole thing came when Sakari, not Sakari, excuse me, when Sa in the black unconsciousness community came up, you heard the apostles, you heard the beginning with the apostles let them know, like, man, look, stay away from Sa, stay away from them guys. You see that, because they're no good. But what do? They call us a bunch of bums. They call us a bunch of old. They call the apostles a bunch of old niggas. Yeah. You know, and they'll call us rapists. All these they'll call us pedophile. All these various different things because because they got rebuked and they got cursed out. When rebuke is a part of our culture, man. The scripture says, in Leviticus the 19th chapter, the 17th verse, that you don't really love your brother if you don't correct him. You see? The scripture says, but in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, man. That's a part of Israelite culture. You see, but Jake's been groomed and grown up like we all have. You see, Jake has been groomed and groomed in the Western culture and Western and black culture. Most Jake were raised, not saying all, but most Jake were raised by their mamas, raised by women. So that emotional culture just comes out. That's just completely. That's really just completely. That just brings forth more confusion. You don't take heed to counsel, and that's really just the basis of Jake culture today. Don't take heed to counsel. No kind of correct. Don't take heed to any kind of correction. You see, but Jake's gonna do their own thing. Brotherhood over breakdown. That's a bunch of bullshit right there. We are not affiliated with that. Because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, it's like y'all trying to link us with y'all, man, and we ain't with y'all. Somebody will say, "Oh man, you see, man, they are brothers, man. They are brothers." Come on, man, they brothers though. They Israelites. Okay, well the scripture says that you have an Israel of the Most High. They are not all of Israel they are not all of Israel who say they are from Israel, for lack of better words. Somebody would put that in the comment board. See if I can find the scripture, man. Here we go. This is 2 John 1 and 10. All right, this is 2 John chapter 1, verse 10. Slocky, just bear with me, Baba Kushah. Bear with me, Baba Kushah, please. Let me get over regardless, my G. All right, this is 2 John chapter 1, verse 10. Okay, it says, if there come any unto you, and bring not this doctrine, okay? Brotherhood, the breakdowns is the doctrine, by the way. So if it says brotherhood over breakdowns, the breakdowns is the doctrine, okay? The breakdowns is part of the doctrine. If you do not come with the correct breakdown, then you are not considered a brother. You really considered, hey, what did Yahushua say in Matthew the 18th chapter? He said, man, cast him out and consider him a heathen man. Okay? That's what Yahushua said. If they don't take, if you come to your brother and he don't take rebuke, and you go before the church and you don't take rebuke, then what do, man? You cast him out like a heathen man. Okay? So it says, if there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, let's just get this word doctrine here. Okay? That word doctrine here in the Greek is didache. Didache. Alright? It says teaching. Okay? That which is taught. Okay? That which is taught. So you have to come with the correct breakdown, man. You got to come with the correct doctrine. You just can't just sit here and just say, you can't sit here and say, well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I once learned. F them niggas. F y'all. And then try to roll around like shit is just cool, man. It don't work that way. So it says teaching that which is taught. And the scripture says that what? From them that from the, how's it go? How's it go? How does it go? How's it go? It's at the tip of my tongue, man. Remember, I think I want to say the word remember. It's taught. Let me see. From them that remember. Heard it. Let me see that. Let me see that word heard is in there. Damn, how's the scripture go? And from them that let me see if I can go to damn, how's it go, man? Let's see, and from them that taught you scripture. Let's see if it pulls up that way. Yep, here it goes. 2 Timothy 3 and 14. Let's go there. 2 Timothy 3 and 14. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 14. It says, "But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of." I'll read that again. "But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them." You see, it says specifically knowing, right? Knowing of whom thou hast learned them. You see? And that's paying homage to your elders, man. And like I said, beginning with the leadership from the Sicarii, they have completely disrespected the men who they have learned this doctrine from. Okay? And it's not only as if you're disrespecting who you learned it from. You're really disrespecting Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. You're disrespecting the men who he set up to teach you. You see, you're disrespecting the men who the Lord set up to guide you, because you want to do your own thing. You want to go your own way, and that's always been the downfall. All right, that's always been the downfall of Jake, man. Not taking heed to counsel. You see, let's read that one more time. It says, "But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them." Okay, knowing from whom thou hast learned them. The scripture also says what? "Mark the perfect man, for his end is peace." All right. It's also written, I think it's in Proverbs, the 13th chapter, you know, destroy without remedy. Let me see if I can find that real quick. He that oftentimes hardeneth his neck should be destroyed, that without remedy. This is a good one. This isn't it. Proverbs 13 and 13. "Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed." Right? And in the way that you despise the word is by despising the prophets. "But he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded." See? The true fear of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. But when you despise the Lord's servants who he set up, you're despising Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai by default. See? No, bro. Get your ass back. You're not getting in front of me. Absolutely not. Salakia. Okay, Proverbs 29 and 1, it says, he that being often reproved," and he's been reproved time and time again, corrected time and time again. He that being often reproved hardeneth his neck," pretty much being stiff-necked, hard-headed, "shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy." Because once again, we're going to keep saying it over and over again, man. You're not a brother in our eyes, in the eyes of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, you're not a brother if you don't take heed to the correct doctrine. There's only one doctrine, one faith, one baptism, as it's written. And if you don't want to take heed to that one doctrine, then go your own way, man. Don't associate us with you. You see, because when that destroying scourge come through, we don't want to be a part of that. We don't want to be a part of that with you. You know, don't try to stay in our name because you on that bullshit. We ain't trying to be a part of that. No association. Okay. So like I said, I just want to land back off the Elder Brothers Mark Allah's video. I pray it was edifying to the elect of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders, the great millstone that taught us this truth and that's still teaching this truth. Much peace, love, and salutation to the elect. Until next time, Lord willing, I say shalom.